I trusted you with all my weight, thought you'd hold when I leaned in. I didn't see your hands let go, I just felt the ground rush in. You said you'd be there if I slipped, said I'd never fall alone. But when the dark came calling me, I was answering on my own. I would've caught you if it was reversed. That's the part that hurts the worst. You let me fall when I needed you most. You watched me break and stayed so close. You let me fall and called it fate. But love doesn't look away, love doesn't wait. I showed you every fragile part, every fear I tried to hide. You saw how deep the cracks would get in, still you stepped aside. I kept believing you'd reach out right before I hit the floor, but hope ran out of breath and you weren't there anymore. I was holding on to you while you were learning how to lose. You let me fall without a sound. I was screaming in my head. You never turned around. You let me fall like I'd be fine, like I didn't give you all of mine. Maybe you were tired, maybe you were scared, but loving someone means you don't just disappear. I don't blame you for not saving me, I blame you for the lie that you'd stay, no matter how high. You let me fall and I felt it all. Every second you chose silence, every time you didn't call. You let me fall and now I see you didn't break my heart in half, you just stopped catching me. I'm standing up on my own now, learning how to crawl, but I'll always remember the night you let me fall. I saw the cracks before they showed, the nights you shut me out. I felt the weight you never said, but I stayed, no doubt. You pushed me back when life got hard, I leaned in anyway. I learned your moods, your silent storms, I never walked away. I told myself love means patience, means staying when it's rough. I didn't know you can give everything and still not be enough. I loved you through it, through the mess, through the pain. When you were losing yourself, I stayed the same. I loved you through it when you couldn't love me right. I held us together while you let go inside. I defended you in empty rooms, made excuses for your name. myself for things that were never mine to change. I saw you drifting farther away, but I stayed close. I kept choosing you, even when you chose almost. I thought loving you meant saving us. I thought that was my part. I didn't know love could slowly break your heart. I loved you through it, through the tears you never saw, through the nights you disappeared in the silence in your calls. I loved you through it, when you stopped trying to stay. I was fighting for tomorrow, you were already on your way. Maybe love isn't staying no matter what. Maybe love knows when to stop, but I didn't know how to leave when my heart was all I got. I don't regret the way I loved, I regret how much it cost, trying to save someone who was already lost. I loved you through it, till there was nothing left. I gave you all the best of me and kept the rarest to myself. My mistake, I'd still do it again, I admit, because when everything fell apart, I loved you through it. You spoke like you'd rehearsed it, every word I wrote it known. I could hear the ending coming before you said you'd grown. Your eyes were calm, too calm to lie, like you'd made peace inside. I was still holding on to us while you'd already said goodbye. I asked if there was something we could still repair. You looked at me with kindness, like love wasn't there. The day you let go, something in me changed. I stopped believing love would stay if I tried to make it wait. The day you let go, close, I didn't lose you in a moment, I lost you when you chose. We sat in silence after that, like strangers sharing air. I wanted to say everything, but nothing felt fair. You said this hurts me too, and maybe that was true, but pain doesn't feel the same when it's chosen by you. I would have stayed and fought it out through every low. You found your strength the day you let go. The day you let go, I stayed behind, picking up the pieces you left in my mind. The day you let go, maybe love was done, but you don't forget the moment you stop being someone's one. I don't hate you for leaving, I hate how quiet it was. No anger, no breaking, just the end of us. I tried to read your face at night when the room went still. I could feel the distance growing, even when you said you will. You laughed the same, you held my hand, but something wasn't true. I was loving with my whole heart, you were loving halfway through. I kept asking if you were okay. You kept saying you were fine. I didn't know that fine meant you were already saying goodbye. You didn't feel enough what I felt for you. I was drowning in the deep. You were barely moved. You didn't feel enough to stay, to try to choose. I gave you all I had, but it didn't feel like much to you. I blame myself for every crack, every night you pulled away. I thought if I loved you harder, you would feel the same. I've been until I almost broke, trying to keep us alive. But you can't teach a heart to stay when it's already decided. I thought love was patience, I thought love was proof. I didn't know love could be real and still not move you. You didn't feel enough to fight when things got hard. I was counting every breath, you were counting scars. You didn't feel enough to need me like I did. I was building us a future, you were just living in it. Maybe nothing was wrong with me, maybe nothing was wrong with you. Maybe love just doesn't land the same, no matter what you do. But knowing that doesn't make it easier, doesn't soften the truth that I felt everything and you barely felt it move. You didn't feel enough, and that's the part that stays. Not that you left, but how easy it was to walk away. You didn't feel enough, and I felt too much. Now I'm learning how to breathe again after loving you this much. I don't hate you for not feeling what I couldn't undo. I just wish my heart had known before it gave itself to you. I felt it slipping out of reach, but I told myself it was fine. I blamed the time and blamed the stress, anything but the signs. You smiled less, you spoke in gaps. Your eyes wouldn't meet mine. I saw the ending every night, still I stayed in denial. I said love just changes shape. I said this phase would pass, but I was standing in the truth, looking through the glass. I stayed in denial when you pulled away. I called it space, I called it growth, I called it we're okay. I stayed in denial till it hurt to breathe. I didn't lose you suddenly, I lost you slowly while I stayed in denial. Ignore the nights you chose your phone over talking to me. I laughed it off when you said you worry too easily. I kept lowering my needs just to keep you near. I was scared of what I'd hear if I faced my fear? I thought if I didn't say it out loud, it wouldn't come true. But silence doesn't save a love, it just breaks you. I stayed in denial when love felt thin. I was holding on to us, you were letting go within. I stayed in denial, like hope was a shield. I kept choosing what we were over how it really felt. Maybe loving you meant lying to myself just to make it through. I was fighting for the version of you that you outgrew. I don't hate myself for trying, I just wish I knew that seeing the truth sooner would have hurt less than you. I stayed in denial till the day you left. When the truth finally spoke, there was nothing left. I stayed in denial, 'cause losing you scared me. But staying blind cost more than leaving ever could be. Now I'm learning how to listen when my heart feels unsure. Some love doesn't end with goodbye, it ends when you stop being honest with yourself. And I stayed in denial. We try to keep the fire alive with tired hands and borrowed time. Every promise felt sincere, but weaker every time. We patched the cracks, we changed the words, pretended we were fine. But love was slowly losing air, and we were running out. I kept thinking one more talk, one more night would change the tide. But some things break beyond repair, no matter how hard you try. We didn't survive all the nights we stayed awake, trying to save something that was already breaking. We didn't survive, not for lack of love inside. We just held on too long to something that was already goodbye. We learned each other's quiet pain, learned how not to speak. I knew the look you gave when you were already leaving. We stood in the same room, living separate lives. I was still saying we. You were learning how to say goodbye. Love doesn't always end in anger, sometimes it just runs dry. And knowing that doesn't make it easier, it just explains the why. We didn't survive all the tears we never cried, all the truths we swallowed whole just to make it through the night. We didn't survive, even though we really tried. Some love doesn't fail from distance, it fails from time. Maybe we weren't weak, maybe we were wrong, maybe we were just two people trying to stay too long. I don't regret the way we loved, I regret the way we held on. After love stopped feeling safe and started feeling gone. We didn't survive someone asks what happened, I'll say we tried. Some love stories don't end in flames, they end because we didn't survive. You stopped saying what you felt, and I stopped asking why. I learned to read the space between your words and your eyes. The room was full of things unsaid, they hung there like smoke. Every time I almost spoke the truth, I chose not to choke. I knew the moment something changed, but I didn't want to hear that loving you meant listening to what you wouldn't share. I held the silence like it was keeping us alive. I swallowed every question just to keep you by my side. I held the silence till it started holding me. I thought if I didn't say it out loud, you wouldn't leave. You smiled like nothing was wrong, and I played along. I told myself love stays quiet sometimes. I told myself I was strong. I watched you drift a little more every passing day, but I was scared that if I spoke you'd finally walk away. I mistook peace for patience, I mistook fear for grace. I didn't want to lose you, so I lost my voice instead. I held the silence when I should have fought for us. I let the quiet build a wall I couldn't climb back up. I held the silence like truth would do more harm. But love doesn't survive when it's afraid to sound. Maybe saying something sooner would've changed the end, or maybe we were already gone and silence was just pretend. I don't blame you for letting go, I blame myself for staying still, for loving you so carefully. I never said how I felt. I held the silence till it broke us both. I kept choosing peace over truth and lost you anyway. I held the silence, now it's all that's left of me. You didn't leave when I spoke too much, you left when I didn't say anything. If love is honesty out loud, then I failed the test. I held the silence, and it took the rest. The house still looks the same, but it doesn't feel alive. Your shoes by the door, like you might arrive. I wake up out of habit, still reach for your side. There's space where your breathing was, you left me empty inside. I thought missing you would hurt more. I didn't know it would feel like this, like nothing at all where love used to exist. You left me empty inside, not broken, not loud, just quiet days and nights stretched out. You left me empty inside, like I lost my place. I don't cry like I used to, I just don't feel the same. I just don't feel the same. People say I'm doing better, say I look okay. I smile when they ask, then drift away. I don't feel angry or bitter, I don't even feel sad. It's worse than the tears I cried, it's the nothing I have. Love didn't shatter my heart, it hollowed it slow, like something important left without saying hello. You left me empty inside, like a room after sound where echoes don't even stick around. You left me empty inside, I still breathe, still move, but everything feels colorless since I lost you. I'd take the pain back if I could, at least pain reminds you you're alive. But emptiness doesn't ask for healing, it just quietly survives. Maybe one day I'll feel again, maybe this fades with time, but right now I'm just existing in the space you left behind. You left me empty inside, and that's the truth I hate. Not that you're gone, but how little I feel today. You left me empty inside, and I don't know how to start. I'd rather feel you breaking me than feel nothing in my heart. If loving you was everything, then losing you rewrote my life. You didn't leave me crying this time, you left me empty inside. You weren't just a chapter, you were half my name. Every hope I trusted still sounds the same. We didn't fall gently, we fell all the way. I gave you every fragile part, you said you'd stay. I thought pain meant something was wrong, didn't know it meant something was real. Some love doesn't break you loudly, it just teaches you how to feel. You were the love that hurt deep, the kind that doesn't fade. Not just the nights you left me, but the way you stayed. You were the love that hurt deep, and I still don't regret, 'cause nothing ever cuts that far unless it meant everything. I learned your silence like a language, learned when not to speak. I carried both our weight when you were getting weak. I would have bled forever if it kept us alive, but loving you felt like slowly saying goodbye. They say time heals all wounds, but some scars stay sharp, not because they're open, but because they reach the heart. You were the love that hurt deep, the kind that changed my skin. I lost myself trying but as proof that I loved you fully, that I gave you my best. Some love doesn't leave you whole, it leaves you honest instead. If I had to choose again, knowing how it ends, I'd still fall into the love that hurt deep. I miss the way your name felt new, like it meant something safe. Back when love was just a feeling and not a thing to save. We laughed before we learned the weight of words we couldn't take back. Every promise felt easy then before the first crack. We didn't know what we were breaking, 'cause nothing was broken yet. I miss the start, before the doubt, before we learned what hurting was about. I miss the start, when hearts would break, before love needed fixing, before we changed. I miss the nights we stayed up late, talking about nothing at all, when silence felt comfortable, not like a wall. You looked at me like I was home, I never questioned why. Now every memory feels older, every smile feels like goodbye. I don't miss how it ended, I miss who we were back then. I miss the start, when hope felt strong, before we turned our differences into something wrong. I miss the start, when love was light, before staying together, before goodbye had a weight. Maybe we were always meant to fade, maybe that's just how it goes. But it hurts knowing love was pure before it learned to close. I don't miss you like I used to, I miss the way we began, when loving you felt simple and I was still a man who could stand. I miss the start, not the end, not the nights we lost ourselves trying to pretend. I miss the start, when we were kind, when love didn't leave a scar, just a shine. If I could go back just once, I wouldn't ask to stay, I'd just relive the moment before love learned how to break. I don't miss who we became or how it fell apart.